morning, children. Welcome to the live session of biology tissues. We have done in our previous classes about tissues. What is a tissue? Tissue is made up of group of cells. So, children, we are doing plant tissue. Let's see in our recap what we have studied. Plant tissue is divided into two: meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue was divided. It is giving growth to the plant. Its function is to give growth to the plant, meristematic tissue, and it is subdivided into three parts: epicarp, intercalary, and lateral. And permanent tissue is also divided. It protects the tissue. Children, it is divided into two: simple ground and complex vascular. Simple ground is also further divided into three parts: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Children, I have explained you meristematic tissue. We are going to do further permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue. It is divided into three parts: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Children, as in a human body, the body is having cell and made up of tissue. Same way we are studying in plants that it has cells and tissues are there present. We are studying about plants. Let's see parenchyma. Location. It is found in all the plant. It forms the major tissue of softer parts like epidermis, cortex, pith, and leaf metaphyseal. It is also present in xylem and phloem. Structure. Parenchyma consists of simple thin-walled living cell. The cell may be oval, rounded, polygon. The walls of cell consist of cellulose. The intercellular space are present in between the parenchyma cell. Each cell enclosed a large central vacuole, cytoplasm, and prominent nucleus. Shall we look at the diagrams? See, parenchyma tissue, it is having intercellular space in between, and it is the transversive section of a leaf. See, cytoplasm is present, nucleus is present, middle lamina, chloroplast, vacuoles, these are the vacuoles, intercellular space, there is a intercellular space, children, primary cell wall. This is the primary cell wall. Shall we move on to next? The functions of parenchyma tissue. Parenchyma tissue has following important function. It stores food in the form of starch, protein, oil, and fat. In the plant, how is food stored? In the form of starch, protein, oil, and fat. Second, it is supporting tissue, thus providing rigidity to the plant by keeping the cell rigid. It is a supporting tissue. It is giving growth to the plant. Chlorophyll contains parenchyma, chlorenchyma. It is a seat of photosynthesis. Children, you know, plant make its food with the help of photosynthesis. So, chlorophyll is the major part which gives the plant its food. In water, plant hydrophytes are alkaline, mainly buoyancy. Being a part of xylem and phloem, it helps in conduction of water and food repetitively, respectively. Parenchyma cells of epidermis protects the intertissue. Parenchyma cells protects the tissues inside the plant. Let's see collenchyma tissue. Location. It is usually found beneath the epidermis of stem. Children, can you see this plant? The stem part. This is the part where the epidermis stem, the petiole give rise. Petiole is here where the leaves begin, and the dicot plant. Dicot plant is a plant which is having singular tissue. Collenchyma is usually absent in monocot stem and monocot root. Mono means one. Structure. See the structure of a collenchyma tissue. This is a longitudinal view and transversive section of a leaf. The tissue which is elongated and thickened with cellular and longitudinal strip at the corner is called Collenchyma, it has the following features. There are no intercellular space. There is no space between any of the cell walls. Thickened with cellulose as longitudinal strip at the corner is called collenchyma. It has the following features. There are no intercellular space. The cells are circular, oval or angular in transversive section. See the shape: oval, oval, circular and angular in transversive section. Function. Collenchyma tissue has the following functions. It provides rigidity and tensile strength to the plants due to cellulose thickening. Collenchyma provides elasticity to the plant organs. The collenchyma cells are alive and store food. It is when the plant is living, then only it is making its food and storing it. Sclerenchyma. Children, sclerenchyma, transversive section and longitudinal section. It is present in stem, veins of leaves and hard covering of stem, seeds and nuts and husk of coconut. The fiber-yielding plant like jute and flax contains this tissue in abundance. The tissue, which is composed of long, narrow and tightly packed thick cell, is called sclerenchyma. Cell wall is thick due to the deposition of lignin. Lignin is a chemical substance which acts like cement, sticking fibers and hardening them. On maturity, these cells lose their protoplasm and become dead. Central cavity of the cell is greatly reduced due to the formation of secondary thickening. Cells are spinal shaped, long, narrow and dead. Cells are spinal shaped, long and they are cylindrical in spinal, long, narrow and dead. Function. Sclerenchyma tissue has the following function. It provides mechanical strength and rigidity to the plant part. The sclerenchyma cells help in protection to the internal organ. Let's see complex permanent tissue. A group of more than one type of cell working together as a unit and having a common origin is called complex permanent tissue. The main complex permanent tissue in vascular plant are xylem and phloem and also called vascular tissue. Children, we are going to finish this here only. We will see in the next session of our class. Thank you, children.